Welcome to my WWE Survivor Series 2019 recap and reactions, and we're gonna get right into it. And just so many different matches, and I just gotta say, I'm just already gonna tell you guys the winner of who won between the whole world, and that's why I really love watching this event every year. You never know who's gonna team up, who's gonna be the teams for each brand, what's gonna go down, and what the matches are gonna be like. Who's gonna betray the team? Who's gonna do what? Maybe someone's gonna secretly just secretly join a different brand and just go Team Red or go to Team Blue. Or and this time around for this year, NXT has evolved. It's not just Raw versus SmackDown. It's NXT, the show for the new gen, or I would say the new era talent and a new generation of competitors. On Wednesday nights, this show comes on. If you guys haven't watched, I definitely recommend it. I haven't really watched too much in NXT myself, but I'm glad I started watching it and just seeing the matches and the shows. Right before I even get started with these matches, I'm going to run through. And these teams you guys will be able to see listed in the description from each match, individual match, for you guys that are interested. War Games still destroyed Survivor Series. War Games I still like better. It's just a couple matches in here that I'm going to go through that I really like the most, especially one in particular. I'll let you guys know that I definitely highly recommend. If you don't end up watching any other matches of this event for Survivor Series, there's one in particular that I think stole the show. And then, of course, it wasn't the main event. But just to get right into it, for the match card, our kickoff matches to start, we have Cruiserweight champion Lio Rush taking on Kalisto and Akira Tozawa for defending his Cruiserweight championship. And Lio Rush was the winner for this match to retain his Cruiserweight championship. It's nice to see him back on the show now, because I think he was in some trouble backstage, and just so much drama going on with his contract and all types of different issues. So nice to see him back on the show. The next match was a tag team battle royale. This was the other kickoff match before we get on to our main show. We got one more match after this. The tag team battle royale consists of the teams of Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler taking on the Forgotten Sons of NXT, the Lucha House Party from Smackdown, and we got Zack, Ryder, and Curt Hawkins from Raw, Imperium from NXT, and we got Heavy Machinery from Smackdown, Breezango from NXT, the Revival for Smackdown, the OC from Raw, and then the Street Profits as well from Raw. And the winners from this tag team battle royale was Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler from SmackDown, getting the first point on the board. Well, the second point on the board for SmackDown. So as you go through these, I'm just gonna go to the next match first before I just talk about the scoreboard. But the tag team champions, this was a tag team championship. Tag team champions versus tag team champions versus tag team champions. The Viking Raiders from Raw taking on the New Day. The New Day is Kofi Kingston and Big E Langston from SmackDown, and we got the Undisputed Era from NXT. And the winners of this match was the Viking Raiders, or the War Raiders. But I still don't understand why they changed their name. But as a result, before I get to the main show, each brand was tied up 1 each, with Lio Rush getting the first point for NXT, and then Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode getting the first point for Team Blue or Team SmackDown, whichever you want to call it, for their brand, and then the Viking Raiders getting the first point for Raw. I was going to say for Raw. So each show was tied 1-1 after the kickoff show ended. So we're going to get to the main show, and I'm going to run through these matches now. But just like I already told you, NXT already ended up coming up on top as the winners for the show. And I'm glad that they got the win anyway, because it puts the show on the map. And it gets more people interested in watching the show instead of watching Raw and SmackDown, because NXT has some really good talent, especially after watching War Games from Saturday night. But the first match of the main show was the Women's Triple Threat Elimination match. Team Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT. So what I'm going to do this time for you guys for this one, since it's so much different from the other Survivor Series, I have every team member that's listed for Raw, SmackDown, and NXT that you guys are going to see in the description of this video. So I'm just going to tell them and share them, of course, if you guys are just interested in hearing them. So Team Raw had Charlotte Flair, the Kubuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane, Natalya and Sarah Logan, and then Team SmackDown has Sasha Banks, Nikki Cross, Carmella, Lacey Evans, and Dana Brooke. Now Team NXT, Rhea Ripley, Toni Storm, Bianca Belair, Io Shirai, and then Candice LeRae. So those are the teams for the show. Now who won the match? It was Team NXT, Rhea Ripley getting the win for her brand, for the brand of NXT. But the one thing that I'm gonna, as you watch, if you do choose to watch the recap or whatever matches that you missed, you're gonna see some betrayals. Now with this one, this in particular match, Asuka spits the green mist towards Charlotte to get her pin, and I guess she was the first person to do the team betrayal for this whole pay-per-view for Survivor Series. So it ended up being I would say the end game for Raw to cost them the match for this match in particular. Just so many team betrayals. But on SmackDown side, they didn't really have any sort of bad blood and any sort of grudges going on as you watch this match. But that was just a big deal. The person who betrayed, to backstab the team for Team Raw, Asuka spitting the green mist in Charlotte's face and costing her the match and getting her eliminated. And it was really detriment to Raw's performance for their chances of winning this match or surviving against the other brands. But on to the next match, after Rhea Ripley getting the dub for NXT, going up 2-1. The triple threat match was the best match of the show. AJ Styles versus Roger Strong versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Highly recommended. Best match of the show, and it just tops everything in the show. If you're gonna watch anything from this event, I definitely recommend this match, this triple threat with AJ, Roger Strong, and Shinsuke Nakamura. And it was the longest match. I think this was the longest match from the event. Roger Strong ended up getting the win to take advantage after a phenomenal forearm to Shinsuke Nakamura, and Roger Strong just throws AJ out of the ring to capitalize and get the pin. But this match was just so much, just exchange of signature moves, blow after blow, and just stunt after stunt. It's just amazing. It's just, and then just not even just this match. The next match after this, after Roger Strong won this triple threat, was the NXT Championship being defended for Adam Cole taking on Pete Dunne. This was another good match. I think this will be my second favorite match of the show. And Adam Cole, I thought he was gonna lose, especially after what he went through from War Games Saturday night. Going through that top, just put through a table from the top of the cell. He still ended up finding a way to win. But I gotta say, I love that panel with Sunrise. That's one of my favorite moves to see. So this is another match that I can recommend, the second favorite match, and for Survivor Series. So Adam Cole ended up retaining the NXT Championship. The next match, we had our next championship match, the WWE Universal Championship being defended. Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, can't get enough. It's just the appearance and the entrance and the Firefly Funhouse. It's just so much. It's just so good. And I think this guy's the next Undertaker. I don't know if anyone else out there would agree, but Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, I love this gimmick. At first I just got to share it again. At first I thought it was stupid. I thought they ruined his character. But just to see what they did, the Fiend is just definitely something scary, and it's just a cool gimmick for him, and it just makes it. I think this is even more scary than Undertaker. So he's definitely the next best the biggest face of fear for sure. The Fiend taking on Daniel Bryan for this Universal Championship. So I was rooting for him, but just as I knew Daniel Bryan wasn't going to win this match, because I don't think anyone could beat the Fiend. I don't know if if there will be anyone that would probably take the belt off him unless they get like a sneak pin. I don't know. I really don't see him losing this title for a while. I'm glad he has the title, and I hope he keeps it for a while. Bray Wyatt, the Fiend. So I can't wait to see what he says, and who's he going to go after next? Who's he going to target next? Because now he has Daniel Bryan on his hit list, so he can scratch him off. So he'll be on a picture on the wall in the Firefly Funhouse. So who's gonna be his next target? I'm just really curious of what he'll do next for Friday Night SmackDown. Since it's not on Tuesdays anymore. Now this was the top my third. This will be my third pick for the top in my top 3 for matches for tonight for Survivor Series. The men's triple threat elimination match, Team Raw versus SmackDown and NXT versus NXT. Now I'm gonna show you guys, and I'm gonna show you guys, tell you guys the teams for Team Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. Now, just before I get started, the team for Team NXT was revealed by Shawn Michaels during the kickoff show. So I'm going to tell you that team first. Tommaso Ciampa, Keith Lee, Damian Priest, Matt Riddle, and Walter. That was revealed from the kickoff show from Shawn Michaels. Now, Team Raw had Seth Rollins. This was a really good team. Seth Rollins, Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre, Kevin Owens, and Ricochet. Now, Team SmackDown consists of Baron Corbin, or King Corbin, Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, Shorty G, a.k.a. Chad Gable, and then Mustafa Ali. Very underrated. But SmackDown ended up winning. Roman Reigns got the dub. It came down to Roman Reigns and Keith Lee. Very good. Just a very good match. I love some of these stunts. Randy Orton getting a couple RKOs in on Damian Priest and so many others. And even though he got pinned, he ended up getting up to RKO Matt Riddle, because he was pinned by him by surprise. So that was pretty dope to see. And just seeing the exchange of moves and counters, and just the technical, just the wrestling technique of these superstars, Chad Gable and Ricochet going at it, just countering each other. It was really cool. It was really good to see that. So that's why it's just not even moments like that. Just this match in particular as a whole is why it's in my top 3. So the AJ Styles match with Roger Strong and Shinsuke, and then the Adam Cole and Pete Dunne match, and then this match I just finished talking about. So Roman Reigns got the win for Team Blue for SmackDown. And once I knew it was just him and Keith Lee, I knew he was already gonna win. Roman Reigns. So I already knew. It just comes, it's situations like that, it just makes it predictable. You already know. Well, you already know who's gonna win. You know just somebody's gonna lose right away, just because you know who's in the ring. But the WWE Championship match, Brock Lesnar versus Rey Mysterio. As much as I wanted Rey Mysterio to win that match, I already knew he was gonna lose, because it's Brock Lesnar. He just got the title. He just came over to SmackDown. Well, came over from SmackDown after quitting, and he comes to Raw. And I hope he loses that title soon, because I'm really tired of seeing Brock Lesnar hold the title. But at least he's showing up to shows. I hope he shows up to even more. Maybe he'll show up tomorrow. What is he gonna do next? That's the thing that I'm wondering. Who's gonna challenge him? This was a no holds bar match, by the way. But I gotta say, a personal highlight that I like his son was in the ring. He got a low blow on Brock Lesnar. They both end up doing the 619 and a frog splash on the top rope. That would have been so cool to see him win the title that way and just have this short little ring. Well, he ended up losing and getting F5. So it was pretty ugly. So it wasn't even that long of a match. So every Brock Lesnar match, it doesn't even last that long. But this was the main event for the show. I was expecting this to be a little bit longer, to be honest. Becky Lynch versus Shayna Baszler versus Bayley, the champion versus champion match, or versus champion. 3 different champions from brand. Becky Lynch representing Raw, Shayna Baszler representing NXT, and Bayley representing SmackDown. Now the score for this was NXT already had this in the bag, so I had a feeling. Raw only has 1 point. Raw only had 1 point at this during this main event, during the current standings. So I thought Becky Lynch would probably be able to get the dub to get Raw an extra point, so they'll have 2 each. So Raw would have 2 points, and then SmackDown will have 2 points as well, and then NXT will have 3, but still end up winning. So it didn't really matter who won. NXT was already going to win. But if SmackDown won, SmackDown would have been tied with NXT, but I already knew NXT was probably going to end up taking it. But I'm really surprised that this didn't end in like a sweep. Some people thought, I don't know if anyone thought that NXT would get like a clean sweep from the scoreboard, but at least some of each brand got a point at least. But Shayna Baszler ended up winning this, and I was rooting for her to win this. I was rooting for NXT to win this entire Survivor Series as a whole and become the superior brand, because It's a lot of talent over there. They bring in a lot of good ratings, and I know people they're currently, I gotta just say it and bring it up. They're competing with AEW and with viewership and all that, and with Triple H running things, I gotta go there. With Triple H running things, it's gonna get better and better. And hopefully one day he does end up running the all three brands because he's doing a lot of great things. Just take a look at War Games, for example. If you didn't watch War Games and you think Survivor Series was pretty good, go watch War Games from last night. Jump on that network, WWE Network, and go watch that full replay. Every match was great. Just the stunts, everything. It was so much hype. It was just the whole crowd was in it. But this show was still decent. But just like I said, I already shared with you guys my top three matches. I'm curious to see what you guys like the most for this show. If you guys still watch WWE and if you guys managed to catch Survivor Series tonight, I really like those matches. The matches and the match of the night. I just knew this was gonna be good before it even started. When I saw it come up on the match card, AJ Styles versus Roderick and Shinsuke Nakamura, that took the show for me. And then just to repeat, Adam Cole and then Pete Dunne, second match, second favorite. And in my top three, the men's triple threat elimination match, Team Raw versus Smackdown and NXT. That's my top three. Amazing show, but it's still, I still personally like War Games a little bit better than this. And I was expecting this main event to be a little bit longer. Becky Lynch, Shayna Baszler, and Bayley. But I don't know about you guys. I don't know how you guys feel. But oh well. I really enjoyed it. But thanks for watching. That's the recap and reactions, or my recap and reactions of the show. And anything that you guys missed, anything that you guys missed is going to be listed in the description of the video for every single match. And definitely check it out. Check out all those three matches if you don't feel like watching the show in its entirety. If you want to just pick matches and go for my recommendations, you can. Definitely watch that triple threat with United States Champion and the North American Champion and the Intercontinental Champion going at it. It was a lot of fireworks. Definitely check it out.